Well, I mean, yeah, I can talk about that forever, but, you know, kids were brought up on, that's the word, they go to see these puppet plays, bam, 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 and they laugh, and they really, yes, it's a safe space. I mean, he's not really dying. I mean, kids have been fun. I think that, you know, this piece is something that does transcend culture, and we found that everywhere we go in the world, it has a life, because it is something very essential to the human experience, the coming of age, and falling away from home and then being able to come back, which is the story of Simba. And I think that, you know, London is a theater town, so people come here for theater, and they get to see all kinds, but this isn't American theater, it's not English theater, it's not African theater, it's international theater. This is unlike other shows. You know, in London, most shows are just going to be in English. This one is the sound of the world in that sense. And I think the spirituality of the story in songs like They Live in You, He Lives in You, or Shadowlands, about exile, about, in a very subtle way, it's about being lost, a child being lost and looking for the father, whether that's a religious looking for the father or a literal, there is that connection. So I know that a story of a father dying and a child having to deal with the father's death is something every single human being has to go through. Therefore, you tell a story, and you have these children in the audience, and they're seeing in theater form that experience. The kind of Brechtian distancing allows them to go through it and understand how you come out of a sorrow. You know, there's a lot of humor. It's very entertaining, but it also has a serious story being told.
It's just like a life-changing show. Because, like you say, I think for a lot of kids, maybe this... Yeah, for me, like, a musical has always got...
The death of a parent, you know, abandonment, loneliness. The thing about The Lion King is it appeals to every age group. It doesn't matter how old you are, you're going to come and get something different from the show. And even if you see it at different ages, you'll get something different from when you saw it when you were younger. It's an incredible standalone piece of theatre. It's not a recreation of the film in any sense. It's a standalone piece of art. And also, you know, to have the privilege of, you know, spending every day with my best friend, it's, you know, it's a joy, you know. If you love your job as much as we do, then you never work a day in your life.
Oh gosh, I tell you, it's wonderful. You know, especially when, you know, things like this 25 years of, you just realise just how special it is. You know, how lucky you are, you know, and so the gratitude just starts to overwhelm you. I work with a wonderful team, you know, I love my brother, you know, and just the production itself is amazing.